Greetings, fellow citizens of Disneyland. Brickey here with the opening night of Halloween at the Disneyland Resort. Let me give you a full guide to all the Halloween offerings and how you can make the most of your Halloween visit.
Our first category is everybody's favorite, the Haunted Mansion Holiday, a seasonal overlay that takes place at the Haunted Mansion, a tradition going back to October 2001. You remember the time back when Halloween started in October and not September? The Haunted Mansion Holiday Overlay demands a lot of attention, and because it's so popular, it demands very long wait times. This is 11:55 p.m., 5 minutes before the park closes, and it's still at 45 minutes. Which I want to point out, 45 minutes is a lot better than 110 minutes, which it had been running at all day long to scare you away. The worst time to ride this attraction is in the middle of the day because there is no coverage from the hot California sun. The best time to ride this attraction is first thing in the morning, at the end of the night, or opposite of fireworks and Fantasmic. Early in the morning and late at night means there's less people at the park, and the fireworks and Fantasmic just eat up the large crowds, meaning in all four of those times, there's less people waiting in line for the Haunted Mansion Holiday. The ballroom scene where each year we get a brand new cake and that whiff of gingerbread is one of the reasons why this attraction has become such a popular tradition to Southern California and citizens of Disneyland. Because the attraction celebrates both Christmas and Halloween, when the two holidays collide, the attraction stays around till January. My personal favorite tradition that comes with this attraction is every year knowing that Jack Skellington is the first person to wish me a happy holiday. Sally, Jack's companion, was added just a few years ago, but every time you ride this attraction, you'll swear that you see something brand new. As good or better as It's a Small World holiday, this is possibly the best Disney holiday attraction, and it's an exclusive to Disneyland, California. Either pack your patience or your strategy for an efficient wait time. How's about a little entertainment, Scarecrow? For Halloween entertainment, we have three main offerings. Halloween Screams, which is the fireworks or projection show, depending on the night that you show up. The Haunted Mansion Holiday Lighting Ceremony that happens every evening a little bit after sunset. Or Villains Dance Party, which happens all night long over in the Tomorrowland Terrace. Halloween Screams first appeared at the Disneyland Resort in 2009. Back then, it was a part of Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party, but now it has become a nightly tradition inside of the gates of Disneyland. Now, you will only get fireworks on Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, and of course, weather permitting. Pro tip, if you see the little white weather balloon go up in the air and it goes way over to the left or the right, you're not getting fireworks show. Best to get out of the crowd. Halloween Screams brings in huge crowds, and many people will spend over an hour waiting out their favorite fireworks spot. I personally never will wait longer than 5 or 10 minutes for fireworks, but that does create an opportunity to do other things in the resort. Now, if you come to the resort on a windy night or Monday through Thursday, you're going to get the nighttime projection version of the show. The projection brings in a smaller crowd than the fireworks do. Both are available over on the front facade of It's a Small World. Now, if you don't want to spend too much time waiting for fireworks or you hate big crowds, I have a pro tip just for you.
Friends, my tip for you to get a good place to see fireworks, if you have a hard time being in large crowds of people, or if you just don't want fireworks to take up too much of your night, wherever you're at in the resort around 9 o'clock, get on the Disneyland Railroad, ride it all the way around to the Main Street train station. It'd be nice if they would allow you to stand on the upper deck to get a good view. That's not always possible, but if that spot's there, take it. But if not, like 9 times out of 10, come down the side of the stairs and just fill in the back area of Main Street. Normally, you can find a spot over on the edges of Main Street where you can look all the way down and get a castle view. I showed up tonight right at 9:30 when the fireworks had begun and was able to find spots to watch the fireworks standing on Main Street. And that's opening night on Halloween, one of the busiest nights of the year. And the best thing about this strategy is stay at the end of Main Street, watch your fireworks show, and either at the grand finale or right before the grand finale, work your way back to the train station, hop in line, take a train over to New Orleans Square, and then do the same thing for Fantasmic. This is a strategy that we do with my wife, who does not like large crowds, and it works out really, really well. Not the best of views, not the worst of views. and a good view for the amount of effort and ease of getting out of the crowds. Give it a try sometime. I stand by it.
If you're coming out to the Halloween season and you're bringing little ones with you, the Villains Dance Party over in Tomorrowland Terrace is a really great family activity. That was a sneaky way to put your water bottle up on stage. A mixture of Disney songs as well as pop and rock tunes. Very family friendly and very interactive. The DJ and the characters walk you through all the different dance steps, which are pretty imaginative and on brand for Halloween. And as you can see, the lighting is amazing to get really good character photos if that's what you're here for. If the kids need to blow off some steam, burn out some energy, and stretch your legs, the Villains Dance Party is a nice self-contained space where they can have, hey, he's not a DJ. He doesn't have any music gear. Another Disney lie. Every evening over at the Haunted Mansion, they do a holiday lighting ceremony. It's very subtle, it's very fast, and very magical. It's just like catching Shaboom over in Cars Land. Best bet to see it is get over to the Haunted Mansion right at sundown. You might have to wait around 15 to 30 minutes for it to get the proper amount of darkness, but it's kind of one of these random things. If you catch it, it's amazing. Not so worth going crazy out of your way for. There you go, friends. 3 entertainment offerings for when you come out to Disneyland during the Halloween season.
If I scared you, you gotta subscribe. Friends, if you're enjoying today's video, I would urge you, please subscribe to the channel so I can keep making video content like this and keep giving you tons of Disney tips and tricks to make your next visit even better.
Friends, now I'd like to take you on my Disneyland Halloween trail. This is the best way to show you all the different decorations and attractions that fit the Halloween theme. Our first stop, Fantasyland, to see Satan and a witch. Sure, some call her an evil queen, but I think she skews a little bit more to a witch. The idea is I would love to take you on a curated playlist of all things you can do at Disneyland in one night inside of 2 hours to celebrate the vibes of Halloween. And it all starts with Mr. Toad. Mr. Toad's Wild Ride was almost Sleepy Hollow, so it is Halloween adjacent, but you have these nice nighttime vibes of riding out into the wilderness. A little bit of mischief, which is kind of what Halloween used to be all about. And maybe you partake in a little partay with good old Mr. Toad, and then the next thing you know, boom, the devil, right inside of Satan's court. Devil's Night is the night before Halloween, and this is why we start our Halloween trail here.
Still love it.
Then we move across the courtyard of Fantasyland to an attraction that has been so dark over the years, it's been softened up twice. When the park reopened in 2020, they took away the edge, but they didn't take away the witch. This is one of the best framed scenes in all of Disneyland, and this attraction has so many great Halloween vibes until it goes back to happily ever after. But we don't have to watch that part. We can celebrate in all the glory of ye old witch and broken dreams for Snow White. Each of these attractions should be less than a 20-minute wait if you do it after the fireworks.
This little cutway, this shortcut on the edge of the castle, this is your best way to get over to Frontierland. And by traveling this way, you get to go through the Day of the Dead decorations on the edge of Frontierland on your way to Big Thunder Mountain, which you have to ride on your Halloween night because it is a ghost town and everybody knows that ghosts are a part of Halloween. Plus you get these great nighttime Sleeping Beauty views. And typically, this can be a more quiet path to get there than the main thoroughfares. This path gives you more vibes and less people to get a great way over to Frontierland, and it also gives you the ability to catch the Day of the Dead decorations that are over there. So it's just a win-win, and there's great bathrooms. This corridor through here has a women's and men's room that's one of the best because there's not a ton of people here.
After a quick shortcut, we find ourselves at our third stop, which is the Day of the Dead celebration inside the edge of Frontierland. So many good vibes, a great place to take photos at night when you could probably have it all to yourself. Look at that skull. Perfection.
If planned right at night, this area through here offers an amazing Halloween photo spot. Get your loved one to take a photo of you down here with the hallway behind you and all the draped decorations. Halloween perfection. El Mexicano.
This is an area that can be packed during the day, so really enjoy the quiet at night.
And Then on your way over to Big Thunder Mountain to celebrate the ghost town, why not hit more of the Day of the Dead decorations on the edge of Frontierland? One of the best little spots for the Halloween season. And the best part is it's all on the way to Rainbow Ridge, where we can finally find that ghost town on a Halloween night. A great photo spot to stand out here with the different skeletons behind you. It's a great spot.
Located right on the edge of Frontierland, this little courtyard is nothing but Halloween vibes. You have to check it out late at night, because that's when it feels right.
If you have a good low light camera, which most mobile phones have a low light mode, this entire area after 11 o'clock can be yours and yours only, so you can get some really great late night Halloween vibe pics.
Our fourth spot on our Disneyland Halloween trail is going to take us to Big Thunder Mountain and search for that ghost town of Rainbow Ridge. In the late 1800s, gold was discovered on Big Thunder Mountain in the American Southwest. Overnight, a small, unknown mining town became a thriving one, Rainbow Ridge. The mining was prosperous, and an extensive line of mine trains was set up on the mountain to transport all the ore. But unknown to the settlers, the mountain was a sacred spot to the local Native Americans, and the mountain was cursed. While the settlers were working on the mountain trying to carve out new pathways for their mining, there was an explosion that took them all out. And those that didn't die left based on fear of everything that had been happening that they couldn't quite make sense of. And long after the settlers left, some say on a night like tonight, you could hear the whistle of the trains driving themselves right through the shaft where the miners were trying to expand their operation, and a mighty explosion took them all out. Some say it was greed, some say it was bad luck, some say it was a curse. But on a night like tonight, you can hear the ghost trains driving themselves. Post fireworks, this is probably a 20-minute wait time and a great time to get lost in folklore and tell your own story of what happened at Big Thunder Mountain.
And now, after a bunch of opening acts, it's time for our Halloween headliner, which is the Haunted Mansion Holiday Overlay. But the best way to get there is to walk along the rivers of America, because it's nice to be next to the river to catch all the glow of everything. And rivers have been an accessory to murder since the beginning of time. So just think about all the people that fell into the river that never made it back. Also, cruising along the river might make you feel more akin to the original owner of the mansion, the old sea captain. Yeah, that's how I'll tie this together. When they take the high road, we're taking the low road. We're taking the river into the mansion.
Our fourth stop is the Haunted Mansion. This could be your last stop, or maybe you could get one more in if you're with a friend. On this particular night, a friend helped me get right in. Halloween magic unlocked.
Now once you're done with the Haunted Mansion, since we took the river there, we're gonna take the maze of New Orleans Square back the way that we came. But we're gonna pay one small stop to one of the most haunted citizens of Disneyland, the witch doctor that lives in New Orleans Square. That's right, on the second floor right here in New Orleans Square is where the witch doctor lives. And if you walk past there, you can hear the spells being cast, as well as all the creepy cages out on the deck. So after you've been to the Haunted Mansion, the most haunted place in New Orleans Square, the second most haunted place, the witch doctor's house. One of my favorite subtle details of New Orleans Square, and why we're taking this way back to the Halloween tree. And if the Haunted Mansion was owned by a deceased sea captain, how could we outdo that? By going to see a bunch of deceased sea captains. Friends, I think it's time to go. We're dead men.
Tell no tells. But first, let's take a little pit stop and look at the Jack and Sally photo op during the daytime. But at night, it's our photo op. It belongs to us, right, Red? We can do whatever we want to in here. And while we're in New Orleans Square, some say when you're over by Magnolia Gardens, you can hear Walt's ghost clicking away his opening day speech so that his voice is always heard in his beautiful creation of Disneyland.
After a quick cut through Port Royal, we have one last attraction to do on our Halloween trail at Disneyland. Pirates of the Caribbean, the last attraction that Walt Disney ever laid a hand on before he too joined. Don't make me say it.
And saw the old pirate.
Now, is it an ironic twist that the land that has the clickety-clack of Walt's opening day speech is also the home to Pirates of the Caribbean? Even though we've been told otherwise, is there indeed a dead man telling his tale in the echoes of New Orleans Square? I don't know for sure, but I think you can see what I'm laying down. The Halloween Trail is a great way for you and your friends and family, and maybe your little ones, to walk around the park and add to the lore. The Disney Imagineers give us half the story, but it's up to us to create the other half, and for legend to become real.
And after the Haunted Mansion, take a walk back through Frontierland so you can pay your respects to the Halloween tree. Some say if you make a wish at the Halloween tree, it'll come true. Some say.
The Halloween tree in Frontierland celebrates author Ray Bradbury, who became a friend of Walt Disney and worked on Walt Disney World, including Spaceship Earth at Epcot. The author celebrated his love of Halloween with his 1972 novel, The Halloween Tree, which chronicles the adventures of a group of trick-or-treaters who learn about the origins of the holiday while searching for a missing friend. For years, Bradbury dreamt of having a Halloween tree at Disneyland, and on All Hallows Eve 2007, the 35th anniversary of the novel, his wish came true. Bradbury said at the tree's dedication ceremony, "I belong here in Disneyland. Ever since I came here 50 years ago, I'm glad I'm going to be a permanent part of the spirit of Halloween at Disneyland." Hitting the Halloween tree at night ensures you the perfect Halloween pick.
Friends, I would love to point out to you that I was able to do the Disneyland Halloween Trail after the fireworks. I essentially started this at 10 o'clock, so in 2 hours, I was able to do the Halloween Trail. Now, a couple things to keep in mind. I don't have any little legs with me. I'm rolling as a solo adult, but that gives you an idea of how fast you could come out to the park and do the Halloween Trail that I curated for you all. Hopefully you like it, and right below, what would you add to your Halloween Trail? What did I miss? I'd love to know. All right, there's one last location that we have to hit on the trail. Gotta say hi to the big guys for making Disneyland and this version of Halloween happen.
I always love to go back and say thanks to Walt for an amazing day at Disneyland, but it feels even extra special this time of year when each one of these pedestals celebrates every land inside of Disneyland, except for one, Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. And if you've timed it right and you started the Halloween Trail at 10 o'clock at night, it's probably midnight now, and you have Main Street USA and all of its decorations and all of its spirit to enjoy with you and your friends and your loved ones, because now the street is slowly emptying out. The last part is the journey back home. It's always the last part of any trip, but on a night at Disneyland during the Halloween season, if you time it right, you can have Main Street all to yourself, to look at all the little details that it's hard to see as the crowds are pushing you like a river downstream, to step back and enjoy the vibe, and to maybe finally get that photo of you and Winky, Blinky, Mickey. Friends, I love Halloween and I love it at the Disneyland Resort, and I'm so happy I could take you here with me to show you everything that Disneyland has to offer, and even to offer you my curated Halloween Trail. Make sure to check out my Halloween guide for both Disney's California Adventure and Oogie Boogie Bash. Yeah, I finally got that pick.
Friends, from the bottom of the Halloween tree where I just made my Halloween wish, thank you so much for watching today's video. Thank you to Club 1313 for making today's video possible, and thank you for watching. So until the next time I see you in the park saying, "Hey Brickey," I'll see you back here real soon.
Happy Halloween!